Part 2 of the Honda Accord recalibration video. So as you saw in the first one, it passed and it was hanging. Now I've got the camera mounted up there, and so we are doing a camera calibration. We're gonna go in, select it. The reason that we're doing is because we replaced the front windshield as the first option. That's what we're gonna check. We're not gonna check any others. We're gonna click OK. Now it's gonna tell me what I need, and then we're gonna go through the setup. It says I need to have no objects this distance behind from the vehicle and behind my targets, okay? And so I am good. As you can see, I'm in an open parking lot and there's nothing back there. So we're just gonna go through the setup. We're gonna make sure I got this correct, okay? This is talking about making sure I'm good. And we were at, let's see here, 980 was our distance. And so I need to be at 3020, and I am 3020 on my stand there. And let me make sure my laser is off, and yep, it's off. So now that we are 3020, we're going into next, and we're just going to set up the targets next is what you're going to do. And so we just click OK, and I need to be at 630, and those targets are at 630 on left and right side, and the stand is leveled even though the parking lot is a little slanted. If you see, I got a leg kicked out there, and we've got it tilted back correct with the car. So now we're going to make sure we got our targets, and we do. And all that's good, and that's 1500 height, and yep, our height is 1500. And then we're going to hit OK. And so now it's going to go into the recalibration part, and it's going to do the recalibration. And there it is, calibration is successful. Now look, if that stand was too crooked, okay, or off by like 10 degrees in any way, really like 6 degrees, then it will fail. And it will tell you calibration failed. You only get a calibration successful if that stand and those targets are in the allowable distance specified by the manufacturer. And every vehicle has a specific allowance, a plus or minus of certain degrees, okay? And so that is what it is. But for this vehicle, it says it is within line, and so we are good. And so I'm going to screenshot this, and we're going to attach it to their file. We're going to go back out. We're going to escape, and as you can see, it's still going to say pass over here when we get back out, pass no fault. It always says that because that just tells me the camera is working. And then we're going to back on out. We're going to do our post scan, and then I'm going to attach my photos of this vehicle. Well, not the photos, but I'm going to do my post photos as well as the ADAS report. We're going to attach it to this report here, and we're going to see if we can clear out some of these codes that are popping up. But that's how you do the recalibration, and this is why you do a recalibration. That camera is a dummy camera. It's told to look in a certain position, and when it looks at that position, that's how it does its reading. It's not going to tell you that it's at fault unless, of course, that camera is damaged from heat or from a fingerprint on the lens or something else. But that's all that is. If you're going to get a fault with your ADAS faults are mainly going to be your radars, which are in the front bumpers here and on the back and sides. That's where you're going to, if you have an ADAS fault, it's probably that. And it's because you probably bumped into someone or someone backed into you. And that's the issue with that. And so you have to go to, unfortunately, to a body shop. You have to get them to fix it. And then you're going to have to get them to do a recalibration on your radars. And it does get pretty pricey. But that is the cost for safety, and that is the cost that you chose to purchase with your brand new car that has all these sensors. Because you can go back and buy a car that do not have these sensors. It just won't be as new. It's going to be a little old. But thank y'all very much. I hope y'all have learned something about these cameras and how they are told to look in a certain position, and this is why we do a recalibration, so we tell it where the lane is and where it needs to be looking. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.